Hey, it's Sharon. Today I'm working on pool pavers because a lot of them are sinking right around the edge of the pool. There's some unsafe areas and it's very uneven, so I'm actually going to be resetting these. There's something else I wanted to share before I get into this video about resetting these pavers. A few things on my mind. One is I've never reset pavers before. I've never set pavers before, but it couldn't be too hard, right? Like, watch a few videos on it, understand how it's done. You know what, this is my work. Something I'm doing with my hands that I feel proud of. So don't think you can't do it, because you can do it. Most of these things are pretty easy to figure out. Just take your time with it, have fun with it. I kind of use it as meditation for myself. I really enjoy doing these things, so I hope you do too. And have a great day. So let me show you real quick what's happening. This is a pretty good shot right here of how this is sunken in. You can see that the kind of the step down between this paver that goes around the pool and the next one in. So what I've done here is pulled the pavers out 2 to 3 back, and then I kind of place them around where I pulled them out of because I want to make sure I set them back where they need to go. So from there, I'm going to show you what I do next. All right, so what I do next here is I scrape the edge of each one of these and get the dirt off of it. That way I can get a tight fit between the bricks when I put them back in place. It's that easy. Then all I do is I take the little brush and put it right back in the hole. Next, I test the actual paver I'm going to put in place. I don't know if you can see that from here, but there's a pretty good lip there. So I want to bring the sand up on this side. So I've got my sand here. I keep a little bucket. I just put it where I need to put it. Spread it out. Oh, let me test it again. Man, look how pretty that is. That hardly ever happens. Then I do check it to make sure it's not wobbly. That one looks pretty good. To get my paver in place, I'll take a board and a hammer and I'll just tap that down a little bit. Now I got my level. And you always want to start against the pool wall paver. These are cemented in, they're all level, and that's your starting point, and then you will slope just a little bit as you go. Now I'm going to work on setting the second paver, which I'm actually sitting on right now. Again, what I'm going to do is take my little tool, level this out around the edges, make this look level as well. I can only imagine if I was paying somebody to do this, probably about $1,000, maybe more. So it's something I can do, and I can do it over time. I don't need to do it all in one day. I've spent about 3 days so far on this, starting over at the other corner by the gate, and I'm about a quarter of the way around, so I'm okay with that. Done here. Now I'm gonna test this one. This one is the bigger one, but I'd like to see how it sits. So it's a little uneven. Gonna pull it back up and tie here. It's low over here. So that's where I'm getting my unevenness. Also, this is my tool for sand. It's just paver sand. Bought a few bags of this, so I like to sprinkle it. This little pot is easy to use. So that's what I'm using. I'm gonna level it again. All right, let me check it again. Again, I'm gonna butt it right up in the corner inside. Oh, look how pretty that is. There's one more. All right, on to the next one. All right, so I've just set these 3 pavers right here. So that didn't take too long, you know, a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes to do that. Now you might see this gap in here, and that's because I didn't set these other pavers back to the edge. But I'm gonna leave that. I've got an all level walkway now, and I'll just come back and I'm gonna fill this with a different type of sand, which I'll show you in a minute. So once I'm setting the pavers I'm gonna set for the day, I go back through, spread some of this polymeric paver sand down, and it will lock it in place. All right, here it is. Doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. So take your time and enjoy the process. All right, I'm ready to put my sand down now, my polymeric, and I'm just gonna spread this around the cracks, just like I'm doing here. Like I said, I set about 3 tiles back. So I'm gonna put this down, and then I'm gonna take my broom, I'm gonna sweep it in. It's pretty simple. You're just gonna move your broom back and forth over these cracks, and the sand is gonna fall down through it. Might find a lump or two, gotta break up. Especially if you let your sand get wet. Try to keep it in a good dry spot so you don't get lumps in your sand. And I'm just gonna walk on it too while I'm doing it, and that'll shift these pavers around a little bit so this sand can fall in the cracks where it needs to be. So I'm just gonna keep working that in, and I do a small section at a time. All right, so now I've got all the cracks filled, and I'm gonna use the hose here, and I'm gonna wet this. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna set the paver sand in place. I finished up for the day. I'm here at the pool to show you the finished product so far. You can see these ones that are so uneven here. And then there's my ending spot, so I can start again tomorrow. And then the rest of these pavers have been reset. And although there's a bunch of shade from the fence, you can see how even that is. So pretty excited and pretty happy with the end result.